Welcome everybody to the Upland Show. It is a great night because tomorrow LA opens up, at least Southern LA opens up for the world to come in and mint and buy LA. If you've ever thought, man, if I could just own some property in the hottest areas of California, tomorrow morning is your time.
Go big. Go big or go home.
That's right.
That's what I say about LA.
That's absolutely right. I'm super excited about it. But tonight is not about LA. This episode is more about maybe a little bit of how to get started in a new city and how to navigate the new city, how to purchase in the new city, how to manage a stress test, and how to understand all the communications from the Upland team about how to make that successful for you and not just for them. So, and I have some things to say about this, but, and by the way, what I am about to say is very constructive criticism with the intent to help the Upland team. Love Upland. I'm more bullish on Upland than I ever have been. More people are coming in, new people are coming in, and by the way, that is why I do want to talk about this particular subject matter about how we can help the new players better understand how to come into a new city and be successful.
Cool. Yeah, let's so should we show the Discord announcement?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is the announcement for today's stress test. If you're not sure how stress tests work, well, I guess they announced this yesterday.
Right.
Friendly reminder to all players that we'll be conducting a stress test for the opening of LA tomorrow, Wednesday, January 26th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Players that log in between 8 and 8:10 a.m. and do a paid send will be entered to win Spark. But then they go on to say 5-minute warning will be sent for the opening of the Montecito Heights neighborhood in LA.
Right. So the opening of the Montecito Heights neighborhood was part of the stress test, meaning that they said, okay, look, we're going to make sure that our system can support the amount of people coming into LA. And so we're just going to open up one neighborhood and see how it goes, right? So there's the Montecito Heights neighborhood. And as we just saw in the announcements channel of the Discord, of the Upland Discord, in the announcements channel, we read this very lengthy post about, hey, come on in at this time for the stress test. And by the way, we're going to give you 5 minutes. If everything's going well, we're going to give you a 5-minute warning about when the Montecito Heights neighborhood will be released. And so I'm thinking of what it must be like to be a brand new player in Upland, because as I just mentioned, there have been plenty of new players join Upland in the last 2 to 3 months, right?
Yeah.
So for I mean, we could probably guess that there's probably a few hundred.
It's pretty much doubled in size since the last city release.
Since the last city release. So there's probably thousands of people who are new to Upland who have never been through a city mint or a city release ever in their time in Upland.
So they're probably confused how this works, and they're wanting to get in on LA and get some Montecito Heights. And we imagine they're here waiting in the announcement channel, like what? So the one issue that we have is that the post doesn't allude to where the follow-up updates happen, right? Because they have this main announcement channel. I understand they want to keep it clean, but they should say, look here for that 5-minute warning.
Right.
So they could say, we will issue 5-minute warning in hashtag Upland Updates channel. So you got to go to this Upland Updates channel, and that's where they make these updates.
Yeah. So I take a little bit of issue with that. I don't have a problem with different types of communication being channeled or flowed through different types of channels, or various channels within the Upland Discord, because it's like you said, you want to keep things clean. But Upland updates number one, is not an intuitive label for anybody who's brand new to this game to know that this is where the announcement will be that in 5 minutes the Montecito Heights neighborhood is going to be released.
Yeah, players might think these are like new versions of the game, right?
Yeah, Upland updates to me sounds like feature updates.
Okay.
Right? So, but again, if you're brand new to the game, and we know there's a lot of brand new people in this game who have never been through a city release, and you see the announcement in the announcements channel that, hey, this is when we start the stress test, and if everything goes well, we're going to issue another 5-minute or warning.
Another announcement.
And you're like, okay, cool. I'll just chill here in the announcements channel waiting for that to happen. It never comes because it happens in the Upland updates channel. And I'm guessing there's probably hundreds of people who were like, where's this announcement? And it never came.
Yeah, I didn't see the announcement. Yeah. Especially if they don't have notifications on, because notifications can be vast with Upland. They have a lot of updates. Kudos to them. They have a ton of stuff going on, ton of cool stuff, ton of great announcements. But these are the ones people get really angry about if it doesn't go the way they want it to go. There's a lot of frustration. There's in their minds, they just lost out on the opportunity to make some money.
Well, I mean, Los Angeles, not only is it a tier 1 city, but Los Angeles, I mean, it's an iconic tier 1 city.
I think it'll be one of the top 10 cities to ever be in Upland. It's probably considered one of the most popular cities in the world.
Absolutely. So, and by the way, I love X1 the Gamer. This guy is a stand-up dude who is very responsible as a community leader, community director. Super great guy. I have all the respect for him and the team in the world. But as good as he is, it's easy for anybody to get so entrenched into the status quo of how things are that you tend to forget the new people.
Yeah, and the point I think we're making is the focus should be on making the experience for new people as easy and the best experience they could possibly have, because that's really what grows the game. Yeah, that's really what makes us all happy. Is more and more new people coming in and having a good experience, making money, having fun, not having as least amount of frustration as possible, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And we want to make sure that everybody has a fair chance at these super sweet properties in LA, which are going to 5x guaranteed. Yeah, from where they're minted from. So that's just kind of my point. I mean, there's the broad kind of principle of, always make sure that anything you do has the lens of what the end user's experience will be. Yeah. And in Upland, especially given where we're at right now, that lens should be, should at least contain the viewpoint of the new player. So I think we missed a little bit right here, but no fear. It's just one neighborhood. There's plenty of properties to come. So folks, the point is, if Upland can't get the concept of being as player friendly as possible as we'd like, then do your due diligence, look through each one of these channels in the Discord and make sure you're up to speed. Ask questions, jump into a channel in which you are enabled to drop a comment, and ask the channel, where is this going to be? Where's this announcement going to be? Don't assume, because if you assume, you might get left out.
Yeah, and that brings up a good point that I also want to mention here. They make announcements, but then and if you just skim through this, you could miss a lot. They also always put full launch details, and I highly recommend opening these links and reading very carefully. They do put a lot more work, I think, into these posts, and a lot of times there's a lot of great details in these.
Yep.
Such as tomorrow, only the southern half.
That's right.
So only this lower half, the yellow, is what's being released tomorrow.
What's the green, by the way?
I'm not sure, actually. But so pay attention to these announcements. That's the point we're trying to make. And even read all the way through. They put so much interesting information in these updates that's a lot more than just what it says it's about.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they put like event details that they get really specific here about the phases. Okay, what's going to happen? There's going to be phase 1 of the LA release will begin opening the Mount Washington neighborhood in the southern portion of LA. Then there's going to be a 5-minute warning. And then they're going to open Harbor City and Fairfax, you know.
Yeah.
Then there's another 5-minute warning, and then they'll release all the remaining southern portion of LA. So
yeah, this is important to read. I would say, though, that, again, if you look at this, the second bullet point, 5-minute warning before the beginning phase, how hard would it be to say 5-minute warning in the Discord channels called Upland Updates?
Yeah,
just say that.
I think it's good to be specific. I think that's good. I think that's fair feedback to give to the team. So yeah, we're not trying to hammer on the team, but we do think from a new player perspective, it is really important to give them very specific details where to look. Because if you are new and it just says there's going to be a 5-minute warning, you have no idea that. I mean, all of us veteran players know that, okay, that's going to be in Discord. They make all their main announcements in Discords. Every once in a while, there's an in-game pop-up or whatever, you know?
Yep.
But that's why our channel exists. We really try to look out for the new players, provide helpful information, and leave us a comment if this was helpful. If you enjoy this type of content, we're really trying to be helpful. And
I would be interested to hear from the folks out there who are watching this, to listen to you, to see what other kind of things that even maybe we might be missing that you wish as a new player was more intuitive for you. And again, love Upland, love the team, love X1 Gamer. Again, they're all super good people. They are trying to do their best. They have 1,000 things to do every minute.
Busy.
And so no criticism whatsoever. This message is meant to, if anything, help the new player and not criticize the team by any means.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. And again, leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Give us a like if this was helpful to you. And as always, we hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.